Hey, it's another episode of Candace Michelle Views where I give my opinion on what I am viewing that the mainstream media has put in front of us or any other platforms you could think of that is shoving all of these things down our throat. And I am here to give my opinion on this. So today I'm going to be speaking about LaLa Anthony. LaLa has been in the game for a long time, and she's like a lot of people's favorite. She gets along with everybody. So it doesn't mean that she's not a player because they all play a game or at some extent. Or if they want to continue to climb the ladder, they're going to be a part of something if they need to be. So I do believe that she is playing a secondary character. I believe that LaLa is the main character, and I'm going to show you how she's been in the game. She's how she's been around for a long time. They give like little sad stories, but they never give you the background of the good stories, and the good stories are usually probably how they became these A-list celebrities. Okay, so like I said, I think a lot of people are born and bred into it, and most of the time I get these stories all compiled together to build and advise you guys of how I believe what I'm saying is accurate. So anyway, so LaLa, I believe she is the main character. She always likes to wear like the indicator thing is that she loves to wear her hair in a bun when she has her real hair, or usually when she has her wears fake hair or whatever, she always uses like her hair in a bun and then does like a fake pony. That is her style. Okay, so I did tend to notice that other people do have the same style. And this one person that I was looking into, I realized that they have, once I start to do the investigation, I realized they have a lot of twinning same person thing going on. So I believe that LaLa is playing this character that came out of nowhere at an adult age, being a VJ. That's a big indicator that these are, not real characters or made up characters or people that are being played by somebody else. I believe that LaLa is playing Nessa from, I believe she's from MTV. I believe she has her own show now. I don't know if it's through MTV or however her new show is being presented. And she's also the girlfriend of Colin Kaepernick, which is like the staple of all these events that's been going on. He was like the leader. He was kind of like pouring water to the lake of all the bull crap that happened in 2020. He was kind of like the jump off starter of that, with the assistance of Jay-Z. And of course, if he was a part of something like that, then her role as the girlfriend is sketchy as well. And this is where the sketchiness comes in at. I believe that she is being played by LaLa Anthony. As you can see, she loves a pony. She loves to have her hair in a top knot. They do exactly a lot of things very similar. And then I also connect the backgrounds as well. LaLa started as a VJ on, she was a radio personality with Ludacris or something like that at a young age in Atlanta. Let her tell her story. When she got on, she was working at like a Baskin Robbins or something in school, and she ended up getting on somehow, some way, after living a humble life in New York, Brooklyn, whatever part of New York she lived in. I'm not sure about exactly where. You never see these people around ever in life. So except in Manhattan when they're rich. She's stating she's from New York, humble background, worked in Baskin Robbins, but doesn't really give us a understanding of how she ended up on the radio with Ludacris doing a show, and then moved on to being a VJ on MTV, which, as you can see, is the same background as Nessa. She started, and I'm going to give you her little story background. It's a video in here with her little story background where she had humble beginnings and things like that, and then she started off radio, jumping here and there on radio, and then ended up as an MTV VJ. What a coincidence, right? First coincidence of the day. Okay, so if you don't remember LaLa Anthony, this is her last name came from her being married to Carmelo, which is a very sketchy relationship if you ask me. I don't know what kind of relationship they have going on, but they have one. because they supposed to have parented this child, you know, from I don't know where. You know, I believe that they're getting these kids from somewhere, but I'll get into that when it's time for a whole video of that. So let's just stay focused on these two twinnies. Yeah, so this is LaLa before she was with Anthony. Her name was LaLa Vasquez. And she didn't look exactly how she looks now. You know, she doesn't look all polished up right here. She looked more similar to this face with the wider chin. You know, like you see her chin is a little bit more sharper now here, but you know, she had the same chin here.
Wayne, anything you want to say before you get up out of here? I love you. Thank you so much for coming through. Y'all showed love to Lil Wayne, Direct Effect. We'll be right back with more to countdown, so stay tuned.
So that's LaLa on MTV. Hey, girl. Okay, so anyway.
Jillian here with Turned On, and we're here with Carly and Nessa from MTV's Girl Code.
Okay, MTV as well. Let's continue on, okay? Loves a pull back bun. Okay, here we go with the crap. All right, y'all know you're gonna have to work with me. You know it ain't gonna come out perfect. So yeah, you see she likes to wear the bun in the pulled back bun or the pulled up ponytail up high. Nessa does exactly the same thing. If you go to their Instagrams, you're gonna see a lot of replica of these hairstyles. I feel like they do her. She has the powerful of makeup that transitions the face a little bit, and Nessa does more of the natural look, where you can kind of see LaLa's real face shining through, okay? And we're going to get into all that later. So, yeah, I tried to look up to see if Nessa ever interviewed LaLa, since she does interview a lot of people. And, you know, since everyone's all into this, like, kind of capping thing, you would think that LaLa or whoever will be, you know, supporting of Nessa and, you know, interviewing if needed. You know, while LaLa is hot right now, she's on multiple shows, she's doing a lot. You would think at some point she probably would have got interviewed by Nessa, but can't find anything with them two together. Nothing. Okay, I looked up Nessa interviewing LaLa plenty of times, different kind of ways, and nothing comes up but other interviews of LaLa being interviewed by other people. They put in a lot of Vanessa Bryant stuff. This one, she's a super sodomite. You see her, she's up and coming, right? You know, since her man has flown away. Vanessa Bryant, she's been up and coming. So, you know, this little circle, all of them are suspect if you ask me. So, yeah, and that we're just doing LaLa today, though. Yeah, this is what she did on New Year's. Looked like she was having a great time. Do you see how great of a time she was having? Okay. A wonderful time. Beautiful time. Look at these things going on here. All right. So I'm like, okay, that's great. She did a lot for New Year. She was all over the place. She was skiing. She was snowboarding. She was in the donut thing, going down the ramp, having a good old time. And this is what Nessa was doing. Absolutely goddamn nothing. Last post that Nessa made was like December 18th on her Instagram. No interviews, no nothing, quiet as a mouse. And then I said, well, did she even post for New Year's? And this is what she posted. Nothing of herself. I even kind of looked at the next day and all that. Nothing, just the same post. It was like a little meme. Like, don't let no one make you feel guilty for the joy you worked so hard for. Yeah, like, what are you talking about? You know, I bet you do. She probably does work very hard because LaLa is on the move. Okay. So as you can see, usually the fake characters are very quiet when the other character is very active, you know, or they'll probably do post-op videos. And you see, I was accurate about the post-op videos where I was like, oh, Chloe, you know, I thought her chin wasn't the same. And then she posted 2 days later, her chin was new. She had a new chin. And I'm like, oh, well, maybe she been did it. They just didn't post. They were posting old things. And now I can prove that they do that because if you go to Latinas/Dream Dolls page, she was posting well up until her pregnancy announcement. She was posting a lot. And I know you guys like, oh, well, they were trying to throw you off. I don't care. I'm just proving the fact now. Now I can say a fact that they pre-post. Okay? That's a fact now, right? Can we all admit to that? That's a fact? That Latina was pre-posting so you would not see that she was so-called pregnant by G Herbo. So she was posting a lot of bikini pictures and things like that all the way up to the day she announced. So what was those pictures about? I thought they were accurate pictures. She was even doing lives on her stories. No stomach. So what was that about? to deceive us. Oh, you guys are doing a great job deceiving people. And like I said, the pre-post things are accurate. They are literally posting things from months, who knows how long, from far back, or however they want to do it. And then they now, you know, out of nowhere, she has this big stomach. So what was all those posts about leading up to that? They were all old, couple of months back posts then, right? Okay, so that's a fact now. So let's move on. Nessa did absolutely nothing for New Year's because this one was super active. This one was super active, you know? She was having a good old time, all right? So let's get to comparing.
Like 10-year-old you.
Hear the voice.
Younger you. Like 10-year-old you. Any piece of advice about the future.
You're going to have to pay attention.
It was a big day.
Did you have fun?
I had the most amazing time. I mean, I worked most of the day, but work is good enough.
You gotta pay attention. And their voices are the same.
Like 10-year-old you. Any piece of advice about the future.
I got to bring
What would that be?
and my son is my date, and he had the
If you any
work is
piece of
good, and I was
advice
happy
about
for
the
BET
future.
Awards. I got to bring
What would that
and
be?
my son is my date, and he had the absolute
If you
best
could
time.
tell younger
Diane had
what piece of advice about the future, what would that be?
good, and I was happy for the BET Awards. I got to bring
Advice about
and
the
my son is
future.
my date, and he had
Like, if you're not paying attention to the voice, I don't know what to tell you.
Younger you. Like 10-year-old
good,
you.
and I was happy for the BET Awards. I got to
Any
bring
piece of advice
and
about
my
the
son is my
future.
date.
Same mouth,
What would that be?
The absolute best time.
same way they talk exactly the same. Like, I can't explain how they talk, but you can see it's very similar. Everything they're doing is going to be very similar. Pay attention.
You know, I started young, so we've been working for this moment, and I'm blessed that all the opportunities opened up.
With one of my favorite doctors, Dr. Orion.
Do you know what I mean?
Let this be a lesson to
I
everyone.
guess it's a
Do
beautiful
not get a
situation.
big ass
So I'm
tattoo
just
on
happy
your
that,
ass when you're a
you know,
teenager.
I did the right
Because then you're going to be
steps, and all
suffering
the
like
hard
me to
work
get it
paid
off. But if anybody can get it off, it's Dr. Orion.
Like, take this that on.
Yes. Yeah, when you're 16, you should not be getting a tattoo on your ass. That's a no-no.
Mind you, this video is a little bit old, and this is a very recent video. So know that the weight probably goes a little up and down.
Your ass when you're a teenager, because then you're gonna be suffering like me to get it off. But if anybody can get it off, it's Dr.
this is
Orion.
what I do. Like, everybody thought,
Yes.
oh, she comes from TV first, and no,
Yeah, when you're 16, you should not be getting a tattoo on your ass.
Okay, and we're gonna get into
she comes from TV first.
we're gonna get into these videos because the videos are always incriminating. They always incriminate themselves on adding more to the build of these people being very similar. Okay, so let's get into this next one. I just want you guys to pay attention to the voices. This is when they both were a little bit younger. You see how they like the same little kind of hairstyles, but I'm telling you, they're now what they do recently years, they're doing the pullback buns and the high top ponytails, and that's LaLa thing, and this is obviously her thing as well, you know. So yeah, let's listen to the voices.
No, radio's my
We'll
backbone.
be right back with more to count down, so stay tuned.
She comes from TV first, and no, radio's my. Like, everybody thought, oh, she comes from TV first, and no, radio's my backbone.
Now you see, she said, people were like, no, she comes from TV for. She's like, no, radio's my background. Who else radio is their background? Okay? It's there.
No,
It's
radio's
there.
my backbone.
Yeah, show love to Lil Wayne, direct effect. We'll be right.
Everything is
Thank you so
there.
much for coming through. Yeah, show love to
Yeah, just gotta pay attention because these things are not gonna be, the ones I'm doing are not easy anymore.
Oh, she comes from TV first.
Lil Wayne, direct effect. We'll be right
Okay,
back.
you hear that squeaky voice, right?
For coming through. Yeah, show love to Lil Wayne, direct effect. We'll be right back with more to count down, so stay tuned.
Same smile, cheeks, nose, everything is there. Just don't pay attention to the color. Because I believe that they all are like this base color. And then they tan them out or do some things like that. I think they all like this Turkish, Middle Eastern they all come in these kind of colors, like the Turkish, maybe a Jew, Hebrew, all that, like, you know, we're in that area where they were super corrupt, the Nigeria, the Nile area. It's all mixed with that Turkish. I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but it's definitely them. And they come in all sorts of colors. And it seems like the majority of the color is this. And they transition the colors easily to like a light tan brown or whatever the hell they want to change it to. Okay, so let's get into the pictures. I know you guys probably really don't see it, but this is a piled up. This is a piled up situation. Okay, but everything else is there. All right, everything else is there. The foreheads, everything, the same hairstyles all the time, the same shapes. They do the same kind of smiles, and everything is there. Okay, everything is there. You know, it can't, like, then they literally have the same swag. They have the same swag. She does like this little gangster / feminine thing, and this is LaLa thing as well. Okay, they do the same. Raise the neck. Look at the mouth. Look at the eyes. I mean, are you getting a good look at this? At the similarities of them, of the shapes. They're both 5'8". Their birthdays is in a similar month. It's like a month or so away from each other, but it's not in the same month. I believe they got her as a Taurus and she's as a Cancer, but I think hers is like the May 6th and hers is like June, like a month or so after. So it's in the same vicinity. But I mean, come on. Like literally, like how they hold their mouth, everything is there. Look at the forehead. Look how they hold their hairstyle. They just pull all her baby hair up. Sometimes they try to give her a little bit of baby hair out. But look at the pony. They do the same exact stuff, okay? Same exact pose. Same little stomach, little part area out. Okay? They both do the same squinting faces. They speak exactly the same. They're very, like, hyper loud, like VJ-ish. You know? I tried to get something where she was like cheesing, but it's not really that easy. But you can see the oval shaped head and the chubby cheeks and the teeth are there. The shape is there. Everything's there. Lucky number 7. Okay. The black and white. And of course, they even stand the same. They're like, you know, some people, they have their own stance. Like a lot of people do this little pose, but everyone's not going to have the same stance. Okay. It's not going to be the same body type stance. They have her breasts a little bit lower and they push hers up to the neck. You know, they raise them up. But you can see this is the same exact physique. And they're both exactly the same height. Okay. Okay, so, yeah, and you see that they like to leave their mouth a little bit open, tilt their head a lot. You know, everything is like there. I mean, I don't know what to tell you guys. It's like, look at the Nike sneakers. They both are into like the sneaker Nike kick sneaker situation. I mean, I don't know how much similarity you can have with one person, but it's here. Look at them both, the way how they crouch over with the knee. It's there. I mean, everyone doesn't do all of this. Like, you can't find, if somebody's nothing alike, you're not going to find as much similarity. You're just not. You're just not going to continue to find. And look, she loves the ponies. She loves the ponies. And that's LaLa's fucking thing. That's LaLa's thing. So it's like, what makes her do these ponies? Like, usually people like this don't even do the black pony. You know, this is more like, you know, gel and stuff is involved. Spanish, black, you know. What's up? What she's doing it for so much? You know, and I'm not saying she can't. I'm just saying that it's usually not their go-to thing. She's like a Muslim girl or something like that. Like someone, I'm not sure exactly. I'm going to go and see exactly what Muslim type she is. I'm not sure if it's Saudi Arabia or something else like that, Yemen. But she's somewhat like that culture-wise. Not from there, but, you know, culture-wise. But, you know, I believe they're all infiltrating. Okay? So, yeah. I mean, look, they do everything as twinsies. Twinning. Right? And you know what you think? A little bit? I mean, look at the hairline and stuff. Like, come on. Like, are y'all kidding me? Look how the hairline is and look how her hairline is. It's like literally the same kind of cut hairline. Do I have to make it a little bit bigger? You know? Are you seeing the hairline? Or how it's cut devicely the same? Like really crispy along the line. As you can know, these are lace fronts, I believe. This is, I think, a lace front or whatever. But you see what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what kind of janky stuff they got going on. But it's there. The twinning is there. They even hold their hands exactly the same. Look how they hold the fingers. Like, it's like literally placed exactly the same. You know, what is the odds of these things? What is the odds of these things? Okay. And you see who they're repping. She loves to throw up all these things, okay? Even with them, with their partners. You know, IMC, he already exposed this guy. So once I saw that he was exposed, and I was looking out for him, but I really couldn't find, I would have never figured out that, because I don't really know everybody in the world. But, you know, they're coming from all over, as you can see. They're infiltrating from all over. He's some guy from overseas, playing soccer ball. You got it. And one thing about you guys, like, you say, like, oh, you know, I believe Star Brim might be the girl from Love and Hip Hop that was fighting Cardi, that I said was Summer Walker. I see what you guys are saying, but I don't just go off of lookalike. It has to be a lot more than lookalike just grabs me in. And then I have to literally background check. Like, I'm literally going into seeing how they got on, where they're coming from, what kind of jobs are they doing, these things usually line up with these people that are like playing the same exact person's twin slash first cousin slash, you know what I mean? Yeah, they usually have like a whole lot of storyline because they leave breadcrumbs. So if there's no breadcrumbs there, I really cannot make a video on it. But like I said, and you know, like I said, I think she looks like her, but I never seen her with that kind of shape before. And I think this girl is really from like a hood to help Cardi, you know, get into a place. Just like I feel like, you know, Big B's is like helping like Casanova. Like, you know, it's people that's really from neighborhoods that's really, and they have to, like, they work with, or they get somewhere and connect it, and then they help out with actually getting these people a name in the street or whatever. So I think that's what Star Brim role was, and she was actually a person from the hood, and whatever that is connected, that know people, that was willing to take whatever funds and do whatever she needed to do. But I just don't see the storyline connecting her with the other girl. Like I said, with Summer Walker, she had this boyfriend named London on the Track. The other girl, her boyfriend name was something on the Swift on Demand. Like, it was a lot. And then it, like, come on, they had the same personality, same. So it's like, I still stand by my video. And these people could play multiple roles, but I don't see the storyline behind that. But I do want to start doing some videos for people suggestions, just so you guys could see. If you don't want to make your own page, which I highly suggest you guys make your own page. I watch a lot of people pages. It's enough time in a day to watch a quick 20-30 minute. Like, you could do like 5-6 videos a day with it's 7 days a week. Like, come on. Like, a lot of people could do pages, and it should be able to do well if everyone circulates and watch it. Especially if you're out here spreading a good message where it's like, snap out of it, get away from these people, run, and hold on to the real stuff that you have in life. If you're pushing that message, I'm up in there. I'm all in your video. So make your own videos, please. Tag me, let me know it's available. I am going to start making videos on pages I follow. So, and I hope it's on my page where you can see my subscriptions. If not, I am going to be doing a video showing, pages I follow. So you guys can get some of these news pages that are up, spreading the word. And shout out to those people. They're doing a great job. And just try not to fight or argue. It's best to just really stick upon the important people of who's on the high platforms and not really low platform people. Because high platform people, I feel like we need to take the harder people out first, and then the rest is just going to fall and crumble. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to know what to do without the higher ups. So let's focus on getting rid of these A-listers. It's very easy. Just stop watching them. Stop following them. I don't follow most of these people. I see them on the shade room and stuff like that just to see what they're pushing out in front of everybody's face. So even if I don't follow them, I'm going to get their information regardless. So we need to start disassociating with these people, giving them our attention, giving them our time, because that's what they feed off of. And once you stop doing that, a lot of these things will start to crumble that's underneath them. Okay, you got to take out the top first. And so anyway, if you look, let's get back into the subject. So like I said, I will try to make videos of you guys' suggestions, but if it's no storyline and stuff behind it, I'm just going to do the best I can with like pictures and things like that, and see how you guys like it and see how other people respond to your suggestions. And like I said, what I prefer is I highly recommend you guys make a page so we can really spread the word. I don't know as many people as you know. You guys will be able to spread it if you guys make your own page, because whoever you know, even if it's just 2 to 1,500 people, those people will now be a part of what we are trying to accomplish here. So anyway, so if you look into the way they even stand with their boyfriend, you know, like you can see all the way up here, she's like literally like hand across the chest, laughing like, I love you, Mello, I love you. These people don't know each other that well. This is LaLa being friends with everybody, you know? She's cool with everyone, you know? She done hooked up with Tommy. She done hooked up with that little boy from that other show, the young one. And I forget what that show was called. It's an okay show, but, you know, I really don't try to support these people. But the show was all right. But I didn't like the fact that they had that guy dating that lady without at least telling us first it was a transvestite, because they did a love scene first. And I kept telling my boyfriend, I was like, yo, I think this is not a woman. I know right off the back. And I stood by it. I didn't take it back or nothing. And then the next episode, they showed that she was a trans when they took him to the gay bar. And he was like, oh, you know, I'm not like that. I'm just like that with you. But I said, I knew it. But why would y'all show a whole sex scene knowing men were going to be looking probably at him / without advising us that we were looking at him into the next episode? You see how tricky and nasty that is? See, I don't care about what they do, but you gotta fucking let people know. Don't force nothing on no one. If you're born into that stuff, great. Because I know a lot of this stuff been pushed, and it's like a boiling pot of things now. So we're not going to go back on that. So everything is accepted and it's all good. But you be born like that, or be like, oh well, you know, I don't like these men, I don't like women no more, whatever the case may be, and become lesbian, gay, fine. But if you're out here recruiting it, or you're out here just pushing it on, like, now I done looked at a nigga and like now I feel like, don't do that. That's sneaky. That's dirty. That's not nice. It's not nice. So we're trying to keep it nice. I made it nice for you guys, all right? Like, we want to make it nice. So it's not, no one cares about who you want to be with or how you were born. No one cares about that. It's cool. Supportive of that. Or if you don't want to support it, stay away from it. Mind your business. But no one worries about that. We're worried about the enforcement, the normalization of it. This is what you should be now. Like, no, wait a second. Slow down. No one even told people to be heterosexual. So why the fuck are we trying to tell people what to be anything? Stop it. Cut it out. Don't like that. Don't like the forcing. Everything should be naturally done. If you naturally like that thing, absolutely support it. But the recruitments, no. The force, like, oh, you saw them just snatching stuff out in front of people and they're not that. That's not, you can't do that. Hopefully you don't get hurt doing that, because that's not cool. But anyway, look at them all together. They're like, yay, you know, she does this for a living. She does all these roles. She showed her cha-chas with Tommy. Tommy was tearing it up on the kitchen counter. So she could easily play this role. This is a job. It's a job for them, okay? So I don't want you guys like, oh, she's with Anthony, yeah, and she was with Tommy and all these other people, you know, and who knows if she's really even with him. He was on a boat somewhere with like somebody else with the camera all in his face. Like, oh, I'm not with nobody. And you couldn't see nothing but his face. Like, bro, back the camera up and let's see your background. He's like, I'm not with no one. Y'all bugging. When he was on a boat with somebody. But anyway, you know, these are all fake stories. So I don't even like to talk about them. And look at this. Look at the little, like, they had the same, like, you know, like the little post, like, I'm telling you, I know y'all don't really see it, but I see it 100%. It's very easy for me to see. So, you know, I'm just like digging a hole in for them. Like, this is what LaLa used to look like. Okay? For the people like what happened to her hairline? Did they shave off the hairline for her to get like a precise hairline the way how she has now? Like, you know, what did they do with her hairline? But anyway, yeah. I mean, if you guys are not seeing that this chin and everything right here is not matching. If you're not seeing that, and I should have did a side by side, but I didn't. But this is what she used to look like. She has the same googly eyes right here. Now she doesn't even have those googly eyes anymore, if you can't tell. You know, the googly eyes are not really there, because that's what makeup could do for you. They got her like super piled down, okay? Even when they act like they got fresh face, it's a pile of makeup on it. You saw when Kylie put the towel, she washed her face with her little stinky Kylie skin, and she patted her face down after using her products, and there was mad makeup on a towel, and she was acting like she had fresh face. And everybody was like, yo, failed. And you shouldn't buy her products then, right? Didn't take all that, whatever they got stuff painted on them. You know, they got stuff protected where if you wash it off, they got layers under that. Where they doing a wash off of this pile of makeup on them. So come on, like they do too many little schemes. But anyway, if you don't see the resemblance here with the chin and the chubby cheeks and everything here with the same kind of looking eyes, like the bug looking eyes, I don't know what to tell you. All right. They just changed. LaLa just changed a lot now with the makeup. So this is her background. LaLa Vasquez, before she was married to the basketball player, sitting around not doing nothing for a couple years, and then ended up, you know, doing 1,000 shows and producing things now. Of course, because she was always a part of the game. Okay, she didn't come from no Baskin Robbins job. Like, she probably worked there for 3 weeks so people could think she was a real person, and then went on to doing what she was supposed to do. So Vasquez's parents, both Puerto Rican heritage of New York City, were married and then divorced. They settled in Brooklyn, where Vasquez was born. Vasquez also had a younger brother named Christian. As a young child, she involved in many activities, but music was her main interest. Like, what music does she do? What's singing? Like, that's what I'm saying. They do all these people. Look at the people up top. Look at Young Pharaoh. Look at Kanye, Common. These are all sodomites, okay? Everybody's a part of it. They could do music, they could do acting, they could do comedy, they could do it all. Because they get given these scripts. They do, and I'm going to show you how the voices and everything, like, trust me, it's all connected. They all could do whatever they want. They could play whatever the role they want, and they'll have the voice queued up and ready, okay? So anyway, so she's from Atlanta. In Atlanta, Vasquez attained a job being a program assistant at WHTA FM radio station. While a student at Reading High School, she received her first big break with her debut in a radio show along with Ludacris, known as Chris Lover, called Future Flavors. After working for some time at the station, she decided to attend college and relocate to Washington, D.C. And you know what, that D.C. dream chaser, D.C., they loved it. Like, come on, this is all connected. These states, Philly, New York, L.A., Vegas, Washington, D.C., Motown, whatever, Detroit, these Texas, like, come on, we know like 15 states, but the rest of the 40 something quiet, you know. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Where she attended Howard University and studied communications. While attending college, she worked as a disc jockey for all these institutions. Wow, she was very fucking fortunate, man. Like, where you come from? Puerto Ricans from Brooklyn, working in Baskin Robbins, to all of these opportunities in life. I don't know nobody that goes to college and do all of this. All right? Like, stop. I'm tired of you guys acting like this happens in real life. It doesn't. What kind of tragic story she be given when she was in high school doing this, assistant, a program assistant? Like, what? That sounds like a dream job at a grown adult age, and she's doing it at high school and college. Like, let's keep it moving. I'm tired of these people and their fake lives and their fake stories and their fake, they were born, they were always going to be this. They have the confidence to be like, oh, I'm going to be something, because they know they have the script already. Okay? And as long as they play ball, they'll keep rising up to whatever they want, whatever they need, whatever they want. If they want a car, want more of this, they get it. And if they stop, they take it away. So these people have to keep working. So I already told you, like, LaLa, she's 5'8", and she's her birthday's June 25th. It's not really much to say about them. Hers is May 6th, so it's like the next month over or so. They're both 39 and 38. They both were born in the same. They're both 5'8", See, it's 5'8", and somewhere over here says 5'8". So
it's definitely not easy.
We're gonna get into her blowing herself up. This is where the incriminations for both of them come in at. Once they get to talking, they talk too much.
It's definitely not easy to watch yourself get a bullet to your head. That's not the easiest thing to watch. And also, for some people, it's just like,
did you see that? Die. Like a bullet to your head, and
for me, that means it's the end of my job.
Look, a bullet to the head, and then look what she does up. She's like, oh, it's not easy to get a bullet to your head, and then you see. They do this. This is for whatever reasons they like symbolize this. Like when they about to do, like when they took about getting killed in the head, it's like she had to throw up this sign, Okay? So peep that. It goes fast, but peep it.
Watch yourself get a bullet to your head.
Lord
That's
have
not
mercy,
the easiest
goodness
thing to
gracious.
watch.
Boom.
And also, for some people, it's just
Okay.
like, oh, Keisha died. For me, that means it's the end of my job.
See what I'm saying? She like, oh, the character died. No, that's my end of my job. But she wants all the job. She want all the work. And they like, ah, ha, 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 ha. So funny. So funny. Everything's funny, right? So you get it? You get it? It's when a character goes, it just means it's a one less job she gets, okay? They could do as many characters as they could have. She wants to work.
But it is the end of
born
the,
again now.
it's the
But
end
I'm
of the
just saying,
series.
Now, did you catch that? She said, I'm born again.
it's the end of the.
But it is the end of
born
the,
again now.
You see, do you see the awkwardness? Like, do you not get the whole skit of it? The Baphomet throw up twice about her getting shot in the head and death. And then, she's last looks at shot at me like, yeah, that's another character just out of a job. Look, Then she's like, I'm born
but
again.
it is the end of
born
the,
again now.
it's the
But
end
I'm
of the
just saying,
series.
And she's like, nah, I'm not serious. You see, y'all gotta catch the jokes and take them serious because everything is reversed in their world. So if they joking, it's serious.
It's the
But
end
I'm
of the
just saying,
series
It's the
anyway.
end of the. Well, I mean, there's spin-offs and stuff like that that's happening. But at the end of the day,
Okay? Now let's listen to her phony pony sad story.
I'll go do LA Monday through Thursday, and then I'll drive up Thursday night into Friday morning, and then I'll drive the vans in San Francisco for that radio station, and commuting.
So she basically saying she was driving. This is how when she first came to LA, wherever she came from, out of a sky. Because, when they blow up at a grown age, it's rare. You got to start young, But like she said, she popped up out of nowhere and was driving from San Francisco to LA doing 2 different radio shows and was homeless in her car because she wasn't making much money yet. So this is her sad story.
Back and forth. You're not.
Now, mind you, they always live in the same areas, and her going back and forth in a car sounds almost impossible if you're homeless and hungry. But anyway, let them tell it.
I'll go do LA Monday through Thursday, and then I'll drive up Thursday night into Friday morning, and then I'll drive the vans in San Francisco for that radio station. And, commuting back and forth, you're not going to have enough money for rent when you're only making minimum wage. So I stayed out in my car and lived out of it for about 6 months, and I used a gym membership that I paid for
about 6 months.
every month as, my shower place. It's important to stay true to yourself because you can sleep peacefully at night. You never have to worry about your authenticity. You
Really?
Be genuine and be
Really, girl, she couldn't even believe it. She has her eyes, she looking down, to be genuine, be yourself. You're like, bye, LaLa. Here goes another laugh in the face moment to us.
Started young, so we've been working for this moment, and I'm blessed that all the opportunities opened up at the right time for everyone. Do you know what I mean? It's the most, I guess it's a beautiful situation. So I'm just happy that, I did the right steps and all the hard work paid off.
And I'm listening to you on the show, and like when you first got on,
Yeah.
and they're like, it sounds like she been doing radio before this.
You see me?
Did you hear that? These interviews are telling. She goes on to I'm blessed and I've been doing this and I got the opportunities that I got. Like, girl, it don't happen in reality. You was homeless, taking showers in the gym for 6 months, honey. Like, where did you come from? Doing all of that? How did these opportunities happen for you? Like, this is not real. Go ahead and be homeless in the cars, running to San Francisco to LA in the car, and see how far you get. Like, I want other people to replicate this stuff. You're going to replicate these dumb stories to see that only thing you're going to do is still be in your car for another 6 months. Okay? For probably 15 to 20, 30, 40 months. You'll be in that car forever until you get another better job. But anyway, these people are blessed. But like he said, it seemed like you've been doing this before. Listen.
And all the hard work paid off.
And I'm listening to you on the show, and like when you first got on,
Yeah.
and they're like, it sounds like she been doing radio before this.
You see me?
And you see how she rolled her eyes like, because she has been doing radio before this. And he said that. Why would he even bring that up? Like, what's the point? What was the point of him saying that? They put those skits in here for a reason. You know that, right? They always are very telling of the situations, okay? So don't think for 1 second that he's saying this and it's like, I'm just saying this. And she's like rolling her eyes like, like, no, yeah, like, yes. He knows what he's saying. Like, they're trying to be funny.
Like when you first got on,
Yeah.
and they're like, it sounds like she been doing radio before this.
You see me?
as LaLa.
How are you? Nessa, am I saying that right?
You're saying it perfect, Flex.
Everybody's trying to be funny. And he like, Nessa, he know this is LaLa. He's just trying to make sure he don't mess up the name. And she's like, you're saying it. That's the name they gave me for this role.
Wait a minute. So is this your first time touching down on the radio?
Yes.
Oh.
Like, come on. This is a big joke. This is your first time. Yes. And she doesn't sound like she's her first time doing nothing. If it is, wasn't she saying she was doing a radio gig back and forth in San Francisco and LA? What the hell is she talking about? So this can't be your first gig, right? But let these lying people tell you whatever they want to tell you.
Yes. First time.
This is what I do. Like, everybody thought, oh, she comes from
I'm dead. This is what she do. I know this is what you do.
TV first, and no, radio's my backbone. I put work. And if you don't know, that means you need to go Google more.
I did Google you, honey. That's why you are in the Twinvijays.
You know what I'm saying?
In real life.
Like, this is what we do.
Yeah, I'm talking about in real life. Yo, they stay saying that, like, because they know they live these fake little nasty lives, boy.
Take pride in the fact that I started broadcasting first, and I worked as an intern, and I started from the bottom up.
Yeah, of course you did. Bye. With the fake stories. Listen. If you don't see
I started
the resemblance in the old LaLa and the new in her, I don't know what to tell you. Okay? It's definitely there. All right? And that's all I really had. That's it. That's it. Go to their Instagram and see how much ponytails and buns they do alike. That's what really, when I was looking into it, I said, wow, they do the same hairstyles all the time. And then I started to look into their voices and started to see their backgrounds, and I said, wow, I mean, what have they not done? Did they do it together? Were they holding each other hands doing all these same exact things in life? Like, do she know that they have like another person out in life that walked the same exact path that somebody already made it walk? Guys, I'm telling you, if you ain't getting a scam out of this, I don't know what to tell you. All right, it's a big giant scam going on at our expense, okay? Because we keep thinking we're going to make it this, do it. And the next thing you know, we're working at a job for 15, 30 years later. Like, damn, my mixtape ain't moved. My modeling, Instagram modeling pictures ain't getting no attention. Like how these people be, oh, well, I was found off of Instagram. And keep believing that, because they want you to keep dreaming while they are living their real life, while they're doing their real, their real whatever. Ain't nothing real about this. They're really grimy. That's what they really are doing. They're really playing a little nasty game. And they tell on themselves in all the interviews. Everything is hitting. Everything is hitting with these people. You're not twins. If you're not twins, how do you get so many poses very similar, very like exactly the same? Like, shorty is moving exactly like you. Like, people will squat over, but it won't be this same stature, like, my lord, well, how does this work? How did that happen with you guys? Same background, same poses, same weight, same everything. It's there. They downplay her a little bit and they glam her up, but they both have the same. They do everything the same. They think that because she has like such a different culture background that we're not gonna put two and two together. But we already know that they're doing weird things with the complexions. They're playing a lot of hocus pocus games with the complexions and the nationality, because the stuff don't matter to them in that area in Egypt where they was playing all those games with the sacred rituals that they do, or on DNAs and human beings. They play a lot of games. They have a lot of pawns out there that in rooks and bishops, church bishops, and they got everybody in place. So the king and the queen could be good. You know what I'm saying? So them and their family could be good. They got everybody in the field, So yeah, that's all I have, man. I am working. And my next video is going to be Ari Fletcher. Yeah, I got her. I had her before, but I was like, I'm gonna dot my I's and cross my T's. And it's nothing else out there but the person. So I'm going to go ahead. And then I did a lot of research, and they have the story. If the story is there, I'm going to make a video. A story has to be there with everything, because people could look alike. And I'm going to do another video after the Ari one where I'm going to show you who I think somebody is. And then it's people that look like them. And you could tell, literally, we're not talking about lookalikes here, man. We're talking about same exact person, twins, first cousins, sisters, brothers, they direct descendants. This is what we talking about, man, because you can't have all of this connected. It can't be that many coincidences without some type of trickery going on here, some type of lie, some type of you're up to something. I'm squinting my eye at you, you know. So like, share, and subscribe, man. Share. Make your own pages. I'm gonna start putting out posters, and I'm gonna hit the streets maybe to just ask people, hey, like, if I'm showing you some of these videos, all these people with their similarities, and you can't even crisscross the videos, because if you crisscross the videos, just say, okay, these people are not alike. But when you look into all the videos, these people are so similar in their own individualities of the twins that you can't deny that some of these people are playing the same role. It's like one girl was trying to argue me down, like, oh, that's not Chloe G, that's not Khloe Kardashian, and I was like, okay, well, do they look alike? Do they act alike? She's like, well, she's like, I know her for a fact. I know she's from Florida. I don't even know what, like, but the girl's from Colombia. So anyway, I'm like, whatever. But then I got her to say, oh yeah, they do look alike, but they not the same person. So that's all I wanted you to say. I rest my case. Goodbye. Get out my comments, because that's all I wanted. That's all I was saying. So what are you arguing with me about? I don't know for a fact if these people are the same people. I'm giving a hell of a case, and usually in court, these documentations, they stand for something. It's enough to make 12 people of a jury, or how many people of a jury, decide on people's fate. So don't tell me that my stuff ain't right. My stuff right, and you agreed with me, honey. So leave me alone. Like, what do you want? She still was commenting, like, nyeh. I was like, I can't continue to comment with somebody that agreed with me that they look alike, that they're similar. Who the hell walks around looking like Chloe? So she killed me with that. I'm like, it's not too many people I'm gonna say look like Chloe. And she said it. So, I mean, come on. That I don't know if Karol G isn't Chloe. She was pissed off saying that we're saying she looked like me, and more, even her own, whoever was vouching for her was saying that she looked like Chloe. Yeah. So like, share, and subscribe, man. I think that we could get somewhere if we all like stick together and stay focused on the task of getting these A-listers out of here. Get them on some zero view stuff so they could really have no power. And then, I mean, who the people underneath them going to run to? Okay, whoever, the people that you're feeling like is age and this and that, they're running to people upper than them. So we got to get these people, and these are not the highest ups, but these are the highest up of the pawns puppets. Okay. So, that's it. Like, share, and subscribe, and enjoy the rest of you guys' night.